What if a miracle happens? Well, then... I mean, I feel like there's better places to put your money, right? Thank you for the sub yesterday. No problem, Floofy. How much for Pink Gorilla stock? $1 million. I have 1 share of Pink Gorilla. Kelsey has 1. I'll give you 1 share for $1 million. But then what would I do on Twitch? Oh, yeah, look at this. Wait, I'm smoking crack. A stream from your new store, Gorilla Pink Game. Yeah, exactly. Store is only worth $2 million. I don't know. I don't know how much it's worth. How much to become an investor in Pink Gorilla? I don't know. I feel like $1 million. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I'm trying to think of like. Never mind. I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. All right, let's see what we can do about this Game Boy. I'm kind of spacing out. I'm really not concentrating very well. And I blame everyone except for me. Fuck you guys. I love you. Anyone want to buy a Game Boy? GameStop, I seen someone trying to trade Little Samson. They offered him 5 cents. Whoa. Those not familiar. Little Samson, last time I checked, goes for about $1,000. That's pretty incredible. Speaking of, have you guys ever seen this game before? It's called Shining of the Holy Ark. It usually goes for like $50. Well, that takes care of that. Kelsey will never find out. Thank goodness. Oh god, look at this thing. It has cancer. Yikes. Anyway, where were we? Just resurface it. Yeah, those Saturn discs are very sensitive. Be careful with those. Yeah, good thing none of us are narcs. Except Ilorn. Everyone except for Ilorn is not a narc. Where did my batteries go? Oh. They're in the old Game Boy. Come on, get out of there, buddy. Stop telling Kelsey, fool. What the fuck? Ilorn, why would you do that? Does the Receiver buff out scratches like that? Like, I just cracked the thing in half, dude. I didn't scratch it. No, that thing is done for. No, we tried resurfacing it already a bunch of times. Here we go. Oh, that's a loud sound. That's good. That's good. Let's try popping in a game. Let's see if we can fix this. Toothpaste for scratches? No, Sandy Storm, dude. Okay, we have a resurfacing machine that will fix all scratches. However, that had a crack in it. An enormous crack. Trust me, I would not break a Sega Saturn game just for the fun of it. That thing was destroyed. Eric, yeah, I have plenty of battery covers. Alright guys, it looks like all we need to do now is go ahead and fix the battery situation. They won't read, it won't conduct electricity with batteries very well, so let's go ahead and open this out. See you later, Combat Weasel. Have a good night, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop out the battery terminals, and we'll see if we can fix this up easy. Ugh. Yo, Ty Jawa, thanks for the follow. Lakers for Life, thanks for the follow. Suck My Whatever, thanks for the follow. And Fruit Perler, thanks for the follow. Welcome, gang. Welcome all the new people to the stream. Really appreciate your follows. Really appreciate y'all hanging out. If you guys are a fan of video games, you're in the right place because we're heading to PAX really soon. We're going to be showing off all the hot new games and showing you what it's like to be a vendor at PAX, selling video games. We're the only ones there selling video games, so it's a pretty good situation to be in. Butterbear, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome. Do you have the Atari Jaguar? No, we're all sold out of those. Laradin, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Also, Tower Blocks, thanks for the follow. What the? Did we get a raid or something? We just got like 1 million new follows. Hollow Atomos, thanks for the follow. And Vixen Kitty. And Wicked Mother, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome, gang. You've heard of using toothpaste on discs? Yeah, it works pretty good. I mean, that's good for if you're like personally using it. It basically what it does is it fills in the cracks so that the light from the laser doesn't reflect in a weird way, like at like a weird angle. But otherwise, it's not good overall. Phone Zone, thanks for the follow, and also Grim Guitar, thanks for the follow. Welcome, new people. So nice to see all you new people here. Let's see. Hey, the store. Man, Seattle over the years jacked up rent. Yeah, Lee Jen. Our rent is up to $6,000 now. It's gone up a lot. Do you get free games or do you buy them? Oh, what do you mean, Alex? Of course I buy them. What are you talking about? Why would I get free games? Yeah, man. It's not a charity over here at Pink Gorilla. We gotta pay for what we sell. Doe says, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So what do you think the retro game market will go the way of the comic book market? What's the way of the comic book market? Do you feel like retro gaming is threatened by all the remakes, remastered, re-releases of retro games on modern systems? Not really, Irish Gamer. You know what's a funny thing that happened? What's it called? SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom was announced to be re-released, and immediately the price of the old PS2 and Xbox versions shot up by like double. Everyone wanted to play them again on the old systems. Very strange. I really don't know why that is, but no. If anything, like especially if you consider items like, for example, the NES Classic, you know, it was an original Nintendo kind of clone system, made very well, came with 30 games, 30 amazing games too. Awesome games to be included in the system. We got an incredible surge of business when that item was sold out everywhere. Everyone was coming in and asking to buy not only that system but the original NES with like whatever their favorite games were growing up. I do own both stores, Grim Guitar. Welcome. You ever use toothpicks to clean DS game contacts? Yeah, I have. Yeah, it works great for that. I use a toothpick with a... I pull off the cotton from a Q-tip, and I use that. I don't understand the NES Classic. Why not just get an NES? Well, because of the price, Manny, of course. The NES Classic is so much cheaper for all the games you get, right? Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with the comic book market, but from what I understand, those guys are coming over here to my crew over in the retro game market, and they like want weird stuff. So like traditionally in the retro game market, like sealed stuff and like graded stuff has never really been a thing. Like nobody, in general, not a lot of people have cared, but it's starting to really take off, I guess. So it's going to be a weird situation because I honestly do not give a shit about graded stuff at all. It's so arbitrary. but means something to someone. NES Classic looks better on modern TVs. Yeah, that's true. What are your favorite items to repair at the store? I really like working on these old Game Boys. I haven't had much luck with them tonight, but in general, I really like working on these. So the Game Boys I have here that I'm working on are ones that have been previously worked on by another retro game store. So not good luck. There we go. Let's see if we fixed up the battery situation. So the problem is we need to be able to spin the batteries. Okay, not a good start. Really not a good start. They're not working at all. Retro games seem to be becoming a collector thing more than playing thing. Yeah, lots of people, it seems, collect them more so than they play them. That's for sure. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do, guys. Let's try a little trick called swapping out battery terminals. But yeah, there's a funny contingent of retro gamers who I remember back when I was collecting games. I would okay, so the retro game community, guys, you wouldn't believe it, has like these weird groups of there's like cliques within the retro game community. An already like kind of small community has its own like kind of weird groups, right? And one of them I noticed is it's kind of like a subgroup, I guess I would say, but it's like the group of people who say like, oh, I don't respect that guy because he doesn't play any of these games, he just collects them. But you, I know you play these games, which means you're okay. It's very weird. Definitely run into that. Like, I don't care what you're doing with them, just have fun, man. I completely understand just collecting something for the hell of it. Guy over there is collecting stamps. He's not shipping shit with his stamps every day. He's just enjoying them. Speculators, that's kind of a weird, I wouldn't be one of them. Let's just say that. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So we found the issue here. Upon way too much work, we have found the key issue, which is the only cool collector of retro games is Last Gamer from Kangaroo Land. Oh man, that guy, he has an insane collection. It is beyond any collection you can comprehend. It's. I'll tell you this. No offense to Last Gamer, because he's great and his collection's incredible. But I'll tell you this. I feel like, what's it called? I feel like watching him is like having cheat codes in a video game where he just has so much of everything that it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you've turned on God mode and you're just kind of cruising through the game. It's just like, oh, okay. You just have everything. Okay. You know what I mean? You can't follow anyone's journey. It's just like, here's everything. That's it. You're done. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Other than that, I mean, that's not his fault for doing it so fucking well, right? He doesn't have everything though. That's why he's still going. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not following closely enough. My bad math. But from what I've seen, he has an incredible collection. Here's our problem child right here. All right, guys, let's swap out battery terminals. Last Gamer is a millionaire. Yeah, he was. Let's see. Spider's nest in the battery terminal. Exactly. That's true, Erps. That's true. How much for a PS1 memory card? You can get them as low as, I think, $5. Let's see here. There we go. Let's pull out this nasty one here. There's my soldering iron. Yo! John Navarro. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Alright, y'all. Dude, I cannot believe how long this, like, getting one Game Boy to work has taken way too long. But if this doesn't work, then I am a total failure, okay? I will openly admit that. There we go. Do you guys have the resurfacing machine that will let you do Blu-ray? Yes, yes. I'm curious how well it can get rid of scratches. So on Blu-ray, it's tough, man, because on Blu-ray, Blu-ray discs have a thin layer of like this kind of weird anti-scratch like coating that they put over the discs, and you can if that anti-scratch coating gets scratched, you can fix that a little bit. However, you cannot fix under that. If under that gets damaged, you're done for. So in general, I find that it does wonders on Blu-rays, but yeah. Do a resurfacer test. I don't know about that. I don't want to completely destroy something. Donovan Sather, thank you for the 9 months on 9 months on Twitch. Donovan Sather, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub, Donovan Sather. That was so nice of you. Welcome to the stream, Donovan Sather. I appreciate our child that we have grown together, and you're the man. Show chat how well it works. Well, that's the thing, is I don't have any amazing Blu-rays to do. However, I do have some PlayStation 1 games I can do. Have you guys seen how good my resurfacer machine is? Check this game out. Oh! Disgusting. Have you guys ever seen Final Fantasy VII? Are you the only one that repairs consoles at your store? No, I also have an employee who only repairs consoles. Anyone ever heard of Final Fantasy VII? It's kind of a hidden gem for the PlayStation 1. So over here you can see that it has some pretty rough circular scratches on it. Pretty nasty. Lots of scratches all over it. Let's go see what the resurfacing machine can do. We're going to go ahead and pop this in the machine. I'll check back in on it in like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll see what the difference is. Do you repair CDs? Yeah, absolutely. Bring in your CDs anytime. Alright, I'm going to take a picture of this so we can see how scratched it was. Okay, I'm going to pop it in the machine. I'll be right back. Bump, bump, bump. Alright, if you haven't heard of Final Fantasy VII, it is the seventh and final part in the story of the Final Fantasy series. There's no longer running. A lot of people wish it would come back. Anyway, we'll check in on that disc in just a second. Let's see if our Game Boy's working now. I've got all the different parts all mixed up. Alright, here we go. $300 to $500, easy. Yeah, absolutely. Irish Nightmare, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Alright, guys, guys. Here we go. We think this is going to work? When will it finally be over? Whoops. Why does it not work? Oh. Oh my god. So I'm having trouble getting the system to work still. Sir Beefy, thanks for the follow. As a matter of fact, it's working worse than before. I know, I just want to axe it at this point. It's being so terrible. Why is it being so terrible? It seems like it got worse. Yeah, I'm banned from Game Boys from now on, apparently. I should be. This is... Can't believe how poorly this is working. Ah, I see what happened. Hold up. Hold up, I got it. I got it, gang. If this doesn't work, then I'm banned from Game Boys forever. Has it really been an hour working on one Game Boy? That's pathetic. This is the saddest thing ever. Can we please work on some Game Boy Colors? You guys demanded Game Boy DMGs. I'm not an expert.
13 months.
Jow Crazy, thank you for the 13 months. I'm in love with you. Thank you very much. Can we work on Game Boy Colors? These DMGs got me embarrassed. 64s do go way quicker, yeah. Watch this. If this doesn't work, then you're an idiot. Not me, but you're a dumbo. Axe it next? No, we're not going to axe it. It can be fixed. It's just, this particular one has some pretty bad marks on it. Here, hold on. Let me pop this out really quick. This one's having... So the terminal itself is very clean, but it's having trouble reading, Huzzah! Coheed, thank you. Coheed Hero, thank you for the 6-month sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see if this fixed it. Are you serious? Alright, alright. I tell you what. I think I'm done with Game Boys for tonight. I'm not having any luck with them. I think I just need to mentally reset, because this is just pathetic. I have gotten nothing from all of these Game Boys. Let's do a Game Boy Color instead. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let's move on to Game Boy Colors. We got a long night ahead of us. Owen Brerley, thanks for the follow. Welcome, Owen. You guys want to do Game Boy Colors? Game Boy Colors are cooler anyway. What's the most popular console in the store that sells? I'd say the Game Boy Color, probably. There we go. We gotta fix one thing before I can leave. Alright, I'll be right back with not only the Final Fantasy disc, but a couple Game Boy Colors to work on, okay? We'll see what happens. Be right back, gang. Be right back. One moment. Un momento. Por favor. Por favor. One moment. Excuse me. Alright, so you all remember the Final Fantasy VII you used to know. Well, get that out of your heads right now, suckers, because we have the new Final Fantasy VII Disc 1 in perfect condition. Thanks to the amazing disc resurfacing machine. Holy crap, I've never seen a disc in this good of condition. I bought in games brand new right out of the store that looked worse than this. This is as good as it gets, folks. It does not get any better than this. Not the same disc, Common Magpie? Yeah, it is. Didn't have a great comeback for that, but... anyway, guys, let's work on this. What's the model for the resurfacing machine? It's called the Eco Auto Smart by Elm USA. Showtime Tylers. Thanks for the follow. Alright, guys, let's get started on this Game Boy. We have a purple Game Boy Color here. You'll notice that it has a some kind of weird protective film over the lens that makes you think, oh, maybe it's got a brand new lens. But if you take that off, you'll notice that the lens is scratched to shit. So we are going to have to replace that. I don't know why that film is over it. It's fucking stupid. So let's go ahead and take this thing apart. So this one is reported to have no sound. Actually, let's back up a second and test it to make sure that it actually does not have sound. Sure enough, I get no sound out of this thing. As a matter of fact, it's also not reading the game properly. So that's a bad sign. Let's go ahead and clean the game. Just make sure that the game isn't a little weird there. I'm getting a little bit of dirt off of the cartridge. Not a lot. Maybe a result of the last couple Game Boys I popped it into. Let's see what happens here. Boom. Working perfectly fine this time. However, sound non-existent. Got the volume up? Yeah, I got the volume on and everything. Well, the game seems to be running properly. I'm able to jump around. All the controls feel tight. So, let's just go ahead and take it apart and put a new speaker in. Why not? Easy enough. 25 scratches is enough. No more. Yeah, exactly. Tight and responsive. Yes. The black disc always confused you as a kid. It was supposed to be cool. You never seen a black CD before, right? That's cool. So much value. Oops. Alright. We got 3 more screws to pull out. Do you sell flash cards? Of course not. Duh. That's stupid. Can the resurfacer do PSP games? Absolutely, I learned. Send me all of your PSP games. I got your back. But for real? Absolutely not. Dude, I remember I've gotten customers doing that before. They're acting like fucking weirdos. I don't know like what... Oh, actually, I do know exactly where they're from. But I had a guy come in from New York. And you could tell he's from, like New York. Like, because he had the most stereotypical accent you could imagine, right? And the guy comes in, he's like, hey, you got any of them emulators? You know, the things loaded with all the games on them? I'm like, oh, no, we don't sell those. And he goes, hey, man, it's cool. You got any of those? I'm like, no, we don't sell those. Those are illegal, and it's not good for business. Like, of course we don't sell those. And he goes, hey, man, I'm just wondering if you got any in the back. It's cool. I'm cool for it. And I'm like, what fucking movie are you envisioning, sir? Like, what situation are you envisioning where a store is gonna get fucking busted like I'm dealing drugs or something, dude? Like, no one cares that much that you need to use code words and, yeah, and act like a weirdo. Like here's what would happen. Like, there's literally, like, kiosks in the mall that will sell those until they're caught. Like, it's not a big deal. No, we do not sell them, you know. Yeah, a guy trying to buy ROMs in the store. It's very weird. Did you actually have any in the back? Of course not. No. But yeah, I was just kind of looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What do you sell Vitas for? Vitas are like $100. We have a Vita Model 2. It's a white Japanese Vita, and that one is $100. We're just waiting on a new memory card to come in the mail before we sell it. We also have a 64 gigabyte memory card, which is cool. Yeah, right, go into a weed store. Hey, you got cocaine in the back? Yeah, exactly. It's weird. That's how you know New York stores are corrupt. Yeah. Hey, Private Joker, that's not very nice. Private Joker just comes in the stream and goes, hey, man, real quick, just by the way, no, I haven't said anything tonight, but you look like shit. Just letting you know. I am tired, though. But you're right. Alright, let's go ahead and just try popping out this old speaker, pop in a new one, and see what happens. You should sell them for $101. Yeah, sure. You look a little flat. You should hit the gym. I know, I'm working on it. It's been hard. I've been working so hard at the store lately. I pretty much wake up, go to the store, go home, go to sleep, go to the store. I've been able to hit the gym a little bit more this week than normal, though, so I'm pretty happy with that. We'll see what results come out of it. I imagine you probably won't see any real results until about a month after PAX, but we'll see what happens. Where do you buy Vitas for? What do you buy Vitas for? Oh, we buy them to sell them. Richard, thanks for the follow. Welcome. You should take flashcards and put the cheapest cards in them for giggles. Oh, no. We don't. As funny as that is, I don't got time for that shit. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, sure enough, this old speaker's dead. Alright. Let's see if placing a new speaker in this Game Boy Color did anything for us. There's a couple situations that could happen with the Game Boy Color. One is the speaker could go bad. Also, the potentiometer for the volume knob could go bad. So we'll see what happens. Do you even play any games in your free time anymore? Oh! That's a working game. Yeah, dude. I play, lately I've been playing Hotline Miami. I finished Hotline Miami. Now I'm playing Hotline Miami 2. And, I've been enjoying it a lot. Although, honestly, like, I have not been enjoying games the same way I used to. So, for example, before I was really into, RPGs, like JRPGs and stuff. I really liked, Bravely Default and, what's that game called? Etrian Odyssey. The whole Etrian Odyssey series I loved. But now, man, I just cannot get into it. Holy shit. It is, like, unbearable for me now, so... Anyway, it works. Let's go ahead and put the whole thing back together and call it good. But yeah, it's funny how your taste will change over time. I think it's honestly just that I don't quite have the time that I used to have to play these kind of games. Only ever play RPGs during the winter, trust me. Yeah, when you have a little more time because you can't go outside as much. Dude, RJ, Octopath Traveler pissed me off so bad, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a video game, and I gotta be mad about video games. But for real, can you believe the missed opportunity on this motherfucking game? This game called Octopath Traveler has 8 characters, some of which are interesting. Not all of them, of course. It's gonna depend on the kind of person you are, right? So you're playing a game with 8 different main characters. Obviously, you're going to relate to, like, 1 or 2 of them, but not all of them, right? Don't worry, Bone Bag, we're getting there. So you would think that maybe between the 8 characters that seemingly join each other for absolutely no reason, maybe their stories converge at some point, but they don't. It's just a story about 8 different characters that get resolved in 8 different ways, and it doesn't really matter at all. I don't know why the fuck it was... I don't know why it was made this way. It's weird. I don't know. For example, nobody on the planet... I obviously read to the dancer. I like the dancer too. I don't think anybody liked... What's that character? The annoying chick. The healer. Nobody likes her, right? Try out a game called Madden 95 on Genesis. What's it like? Ophelia, yeah. Fuck Ophelia. She was lame as hell, and she was annoying to read. Her words were phrased very stupid and annoying. You don't know Madden 95 on Genesis? Has anyone played it? I mean, if it's the 95th game in the series, I'm sure it's great. It's about football? Well, maybe I'll check out 94 first. The Hunter Girl... Oh, I love the... Oh, it resonated with you the least, though it's probably because of the way she speaks. Oh, you're right. Hanit, or whatever her name was she was kind of hard to read as well. Hey, Generous Doc. He says, I just found you. Is this your store? Generous Doc, after I put 2 more screws in this Game Boy, you're going to see my entire store. Yes, I'm the owner of this establishment. It's called Pink Gorilla Games. If you would be generous with your time and let me put in 2 more screws, you're going to really see some shit, bro. That's a fixed Game Boy. Follow me. Welcome to Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington, Generous Doc. It was so generous of you to visit the stream this evening, so you're going to get to see a little bit of what I have to offer here. Oh God, hold on. Okay. There we go. Please say we didn't turn robot. Welcome to the store! Whew! So, welcome to Pink Gorilla Games in Seattle, Washington. Right now, we are preparing for a big old convention called PAX. PAX West! You might have heard of it. It's a really fun time. So right now, our inventory is a little bit lower than normal, but we are a fine retro establishment selling all kinds of video games. Yeah. Sorry, I had a couple beers tonight. We are just staying back, staying late in the store, and fixing old video games. So, oh my God, are you serious? Hold up, guys. We have an emergency here. It appears that somebody put My Fitness Coach in between NCAA and New Super Mario Bros. So, is this Nye Fitness Coach, or I don't understand why this would be here. We'll have to have a meeting about this. We'll have to fire a couple people, possibly. Need for Speed. I didn't realize that Need for Speed went after Nerf. Okay, that's a fired employee. NCAA football, again, after Nerf. Odd situation for that. Need for Speed, again. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. I'm going to try to chill out. Try to take it easy. Anyway, welcome to the store. Generous Doc. It was generous of you to stop by. Again, like I said, pardon our mess. We're at a convention this week, so a lot of our inventory is kind of all packed up. It's especially going to start looking real bad tomorrow. Here's a lot of our consoles we sell. Dude, guys, check this out. I have a story for you a little bit today. Oh no! The chat died. Sorry, one sec, guys. I have a little bit of a story for you guys today. We had a very suspicious man come in today. Hold on. Let me just pull back up the chat window. My thing died. There it is. I'm back. All right, guys, check this out. So today, we had a guy come in. With a Switch. Poe, I'm not drunk. You're stupid. I love you, though. So we had a guy come in with a Nintendo Switch for sale, right? He had all the pieces to it, too. And he also had... Was he wearing a trench coat and a hat? Yeah, exactly. He came in with a Nintendo Switch, and he also had a brand new Switch controller, like a third-party one, like one of those Power A controllers. Those are more popular for thieves to bring in because they aren't secured like the Pro controllers are. Anyway, so the guy comes in with a Switch, and and he comes in to sell it, and he goes, "Oh, and I also have an extra screen." And I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean you have an extra screen?" And he has a second Switch just without Joy-Cons on it. I'm like, "Oh, okay, you have an extra screen. I guess that's an accurate description." So after that, he pulls out, you know, those straps that you strap onto the... Whoa, we sold a bunch of Nintendos today. Sorry. You know those straps that you pull out and you attach to the Joy-Cons? And they'll be like wrist straps, right? So he's got one of those, and I shit you not, this guy, he's holding the screen in one hand like this, and he's got the Joy-Con strap, not the Joy-Con, and he's trying to attach it to the screen like as if it's a Joy-Con. And he's just trying over and over and over to attach it. But obviously, like, he's getting nowhere with it. Like, they can't attach. Like, he's basically a fucking genius trying to plug a square into a circle. You know what I mean? His square peg into a circle hole, right? He's just like a child, like, trying to figure that out. And I'm like, whoa, this whole thing is seeming very suspicious that a man who has 2 Nintendo Switches wouldn't know how they work at all, somehow. Miraculously. I'm sure he obtained these very legally. So right away, I was like, alright, buddy. I still have to test your systems. I still have to, you know, make sure all the functions work on your systems, but I'll tell you what, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you $30 for this Nintendo Switch. And he goes, that's okay. I'll take it somewhere else. Sounds good to me. See you later. Because you can't outright go, hey man, everything you've done since entering the store seems extremely suspicious. Because that's how you get stabbed. So instead you just say, hey, guess what? I can't buy it for anything. It's basically your way of telling them to get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Anyway. 30. Obviously an insultingly low price. But yeah, of course he fucking stole those items. Of course. But yeah, it's just like, if you buy the stolen Switch, what then? I guess, I don't know. I guess we just ended up with the stolen... Like, I don't know, man. That's our best plan, honestly, and it's for everyone's own protection, you know? Like, you can't just outright say, hey, I'm not going to buy this from you because you seem suspicious. Like, that's how you get stabbed. So... Instead, you just offer very low money on it, and then they can just think you're a cheapskate and not come back, and that works for both of us, right? Anyway, let's continue. You know what? This tour has turned into a total shit show, so I'm sorry. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the store. We're expecting 1,700 more of these gorillas really soon. Oh, he's got something in his nose. He's got, like, oh no! He's got like a string. What's up with this string? We gotta cut his face. What if he took the 30? That would be funny. I don't know, man. We got Ukulele, everyone's favorite game. You know, it's something I'm kind of embarrassed about, guys. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, it's got a big booger, I guess. So, here's something I'm kind of embarrassed about, but... This game, South Park Fractured But Whole. Great game. Apparently this is my most played game last year for the Xbox One. Like, they send you a stat at the end of the year that says, like, what you played the most and... blah, blah, blah. And apparently this is my most played game. It was very fun. It was very funny, but I didn't think I spent that much time with it. Oh, here's I think the most underrated game. I think one of the most underrated games of all time. Watch Dogs 2. Because Watch Dogs 1 was terrible. This game is really, really, really good. Like, really, really good. Like, incredible. Awesome. Totally amazing. How much for a Dreamcast? We sell Dreamcast for $45 with the controller and all the cables. We are sold out of Dreamcast right now, it looks like. It's Seattle, of course there's loads of sketch people. What? Yeah, Manny, that's true. What if a guy just bought cheap off someone to sell for quick cash? I mean, I don't care. I think it was more likely that he stole them, right? Like, he didn't know anything about it whatsoever. Like, he knew so little about it. Like, how would he even know the cash value? Like, I'd say it's a little more likely that it was under suspicious circumstances, honestly. Maybe the person he bought it from got it. Stole it. Anyway. So yeah, welcome guys, welcome. Welcome to Pink Gorilla Games. You bought a PS4 for $150 and traded it for a Switch, barely used. It's Mario Odyssey. Neat. I would say circumstances like yours are a little more uncommon than the nefarious ones. And I'd rather err on the side of caution. Maybe if the guy explained himself whatsoever, instead of just saying, hey, I have a Switch with an extra screen, and by the way, I'm trying to attach a hollow piece of plastic to a screen with no knowledge of anything about this shit. Like, you're proposing that the guy possibly invested money to flip something that he knows so little about he doesn't know how to turn it on. I'm going to say that's not what happened. The real question is how you just got the screen and the straps but no Joy-Con. Yeah, for real, it's very weird. Anyway, this one's all good to go. You got them for his kids. You guys are just full of excuses. Alright, let's check out another Game Boy Color. This one says no sound. Let's see if we can replace the sound on this. Swiped off the dock of a Smash tournament. What's the beer count tonight? We're not counting beers, dude. That's offensive. Is it worth selling retro games to make a good living? I don't know. I'd ask Viscount. Viscount does, do you sell PS4 fan replacement? No, I don't. But yeah, I'd ask Viscount. Viscount01. I think he's sleeping, but he does, like, flipping retro stuff for life. But honestly, you know, it doesn't sound like a stable life, does it? Strange Bear, thanks for the follow. Also, Drew for life and Lizel, thanks for the follow. But it doesn't sound like a very stable life if you're just kind of out there, like, looking for things to flip, right? Like, you never know what you're going to come across. You might have a great day, and then you might have months that are just terrible. What about the screen on the blue that's scratched up? Oh, on the purple one? I'm sorry, thanks for reminding me. Let me show you guys how to replace the lens, as it's called, on a Game Boy Color. Pretty easy. Be right back. I just have to grab a replacement. Zest Mew! Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Alright, here we are. We have got a replacement Game Boy Color lens. All you got to do is get in and yeah, it is called Grape, technically. Thank you. You got to get a iSesamo tool like this, and you can get between the plastic and the lens. And usually the lens itself is pretty weak on the adhesive, so you can crack it open pretty easily. There you go. Ta-da! You just flip that old bastard out of there. Go ahead and bust out your Q-tips. Clean this sucker up. Who buys Nintendo Color Game Boys? Oh, tons of people buy them. They're very popular. I can't keep them in stock. Your profit... Wait, if they go for 40, your profit would be 0. Why do you think that? Why are you being weird, generous Doc? You're not very generous. You're very just weird. You have a lot of random assumptions with no statements. You're just like, oh, your profit's 0 on something that sells for 40 because of no reason. What? Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. Anyway, so there you go. You go ahead and pop the new lens on. Because you got to pay at least 20 for it, and they don't go for 40 max. 50 of them on eBay. Okay, let's just say, for example, generous stock. Let's be generous and say I paid 20 for it. And then I sold it for 40. In what situation is that 0 profit? Also, you're assuming that I purchased this for 20. I actually got a box of these. 40 minus 20 is 0. That's true. Also, you're assuming that I purchased this for half value broken. You see, we typically don't buy items from people that are not functional and not sellable for half the price. You know, if they involve labor, we explain that to the customer and say, hey, look, we're not able to buy this from you. You gotta take away shipping? Bro, we don't sell on eBay. Generous Doc, you are way out of your element, dude. Not only do we not sell online, we don't sell on eBay. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, genius? This guy has got so many assumptions that he's just, like, he's assumed himself... Sorry, it's just so far off that it's... Yeah, we're a fucking store, genius. Have you seen the store I was just walking around in? We have 2 stores. We've been around 14 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry. Normally I wouldn't react in such a way, but I've had so many beers, I'm just like, what? I've never seen someone be so excessively confident about how off they are. No, we don't sell online. No, that's stupid. Yeah, sorry, I'm just... Anyway. Alright, next up, we got a Game Boy Color that is yellow with nothing there. We got no notes on this Game Boy Color. Let's see what's wrong with it. I'm noticing something with this guy. He seems to have no sound. Let's see if he's got any other issues. Ooh. No sound is inaccurate, folks. Why don't you sell online? That's a good question, Wacky Zacky, because that's how you put your own store out of business. Selling online is something that you have to do when you... Oh my god, this Game Boy Color is also missing a bunch of screws. Yeah, it's like cooking bacon, right? So yeah, when you sell online, you kind of basically turn yourself... You cut yourself short. So for example... Okay. Alright. Imagine the business model of a retro game store, right? You get things traded into your store. You sell them for more than you purchase them from. And you kind of keep that going. You can't just order new retro video games from the retro video game wholesaler department, right? You have to rely on people bringing things into your store. Or, if your store isn't very busy, maybe you can go seek things out on Craigslist, maybe you can go to garage sales, I don't know. But, if you have a good store, a store that people want to go to, then people will bring things into your store and bring new product for you to continue selling, right? So, when you sell things online, you kind of put yourself into a corner where it's like, okay, all the online only popular things sell. Like, for example, I only have popular things around me. But, for example, things like, I don't know, I got some random pile here. Damn it, these are all popular games too. Like Spider-Man doesn't really sell online very well. Gun doesn't sell online very well. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, X-Men Legends, Uncharted, all these things don't really sell online very well. However, in store they sell very, very well. So you kind of put yourself into a situation where online you're only selling things that are really popular. Like if you've ever been to a retro game store where you see no first-party games whatsoever, then like all of the Nintendo first-party stuff is just gone. It's because they sell online. They sell directly through eBay and things like that, and it just makes for a shitty shopping experience that you don't really want to return to. So yeah, so that's so basically what happens is if you don't have anything that's worth coming into your store for, nobody's gonna want to come into your store, and nobody's gonna want to sell you anything because they don't even want to come to your store. So it's basically there's no reason for you to exist. Like you're just an eBay store. You know what I mean? Like why do you have a physical location? Who the hell would want to come in there? But yeah, we used to have a third location, the Bellevue store, and we sold everything online, and it absolutely just killed the store. Yeah, we're never doing that again. That was a disaster. Wait, my point is assume the worst, just prepare for the worst? I don't get what you're saying. Basically, you want to build a business to last. Like you don't want to build your business like you're running a carnival that's just going to shift from town to town every week. You want to run up something that people want to come to. You want to build something that people want to be at. You don't want to just be like, oh, hey, we got Nintendo. Like, for example, I don't want to keep harping on this, but for example, in Nintendo World Championships, we had Nintendo World Championships traded into the store, and the guy had no idea what it was worth. Now, if I was running this business like it was a fucking carnival, I would have bought it from him for $1. He had no idea what it was worth, and I would have sold it for $20,000 to $30,000 or whatever it sold for. However, because this is a business built to last, and it's a business that's been around so long, we paid exactly what we were supposed to pay for it. Because our reputation is worth more than some random game that just happened to come through the store. So we paid the guy $13,000 for a game he had no idea what it was worth. That's the difference, is build your store to last. It's what is your reputation worth, right? If you want to be a pop-up carnival, go ahead and sell every single game you have online. But, no, I'm not fucking worried. What are you talking about? I'm near... Never mind. Selling online doesn't make sense for a business like it. No, it doesn't. No. No, that guy's face did light up. He was pretty hype. No, if I was worried, if I was like desperate and worried, then I might resort to something like that. But I think you're just not really familiar with our store. I don't mean to brag, but our store does extremely well. And honestly, I could, if I was to close the store down, I could probably just retire, honestly. But yeah. You're very confused, sir. Hostile Cody tonight? I'm sorry, I had too many beers. I see you guys constantly had good price on everything else. It makes you feel excited to stop by. Yeah, I hope you do, Wakizaki. Sorry, the reason I'm responding to Generous Doc is I don't think he's being a jerk. Like, I think he has legitimate questions. I'm just drunk and fussed. Generous die, just watch the stream and learn. 2K in a store I'm buying up. Should I try putting in... No, I wouldn't. I don't know. No, I don't think Generous Stock's being a jerk. Really, I don't. I'm just frustrated. Do you have any purple Game Boy Colors in working condition? Mine just died. Well, I don't have any unless you're talking about this one right here. But anyway, is it possible to send you some of my games and music CDs to be resurfaced? Alex Stream, we have an ongoing deal. Anybody who's subscribed on Twitch can get one game resurfaced every month for free. Excuse me. Any other games cost $2 per disc. You need a hot pink one. Well, we'll see if we can get that. Oh my god, look at this one's twisted up. Alright, let's go ahead. Ah! Let's go ahead and pop in a new speaker. I have 40 new speakers coming in the mail right now, but... There we go. Nice. Yeah, let's just solder everything together. That'll fix it. Ever try to sell those reproduction games? No, we have a strict policy on not selling repros. Even the fun ones, which is kind of a bummer, honestly. You know, the games like, for example, what's it called? Like Terranigma. You know, it's a game that never came out in America. So people made like a fan translation. We don't even sell those because they're not technically legal, and we're very strict. Again, it's the anti-circus tent policy where we try to like build a company to last and not something to quickly make a buck. You know what I mean? Are there major differences between your stores, or do you try to have them equally stocked? I try my best. However, the International District store is quite a bit smaller. That doesn't necessarily mean that the stock at the International District store will be lower or less quality. However, it just means that it's going to be different. There's less space over there. So things just might be a little bit tighter. So it looks like this one is working. We got the yellow one good and working. We just need to replace the lens on it. The lens isn't even really that bad, but might as well put a brand new fresh one on it, right? Look at that. You can see a little bit of scratches on the sides. That's just enough for me to pop in a new one. Who cares? If it's not perfect, let's just pop it in. How much do you sell Game Boy Colors for? The Game Boy Colors are $40. Whew. D. Garcia says, I'll take it. Hey, I love clocks. Yes, this is my store. Welcome in. Joni, thanks for the follow. Cappy 49er and Shatterwolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Do you replace 3DS scratch screens? Yeah, we do. Where do you buy the lens from? That's a secret. But I don't even remember, honestly. I have like 1,000 of them. Where are you located? We are located in Seattle, Washington. How much do you pay for a used Xbox One X? We don't give any prices over the phone or over the internet. You'll just have to bring it in if you want to get a quote. Do you also sell parts? No, we don't. Occasionally. It depends on the person, honestly. Like, sometimes... Isn't that funny? Like, so that's the nice thing you can do with a small company like this that you can't do with a company like GameStop. If you're GameStop and you're big and you're trying to do retro stuff, you just can't do everything because you have to have these strict policies for these like weirdo oddball situations. So for example, let's say a guy says, "Hey, I want a new Game Boy screen." That's very vague. You need to have a very specialized employee who can ask the right questions to determine what the guy actually needs, and if the guy is equipped to handle the repair. So, for example, does he need the new lens, which is this piece here? A very easy piece to replace, a very cheap piece. However, does he need a lens or does he actually need the screen? You know, the guy said a screen. Chances are this is what he meant by screen. But who knows? Who knows what he meant? You know? They couldn't possibly actually determine that without a lot of questioning. So it's kind of up to a smaller business like this to be able to specially handle that. And I wish there were more retro game stores out there. Maybe if GameStop disappears, more of them can flourish. But it seems like such a specialty situation. Is streaming yourself sleeping against Twitch terms of service? You know, last time I checked it was. However, I heard it is not if you unlist yourself. However, I also think it is a weird thing to do, and why would you do it? How'd you learn to repair all the different game systems? I went to a school called the Clark County Skills Center that taught me kind of a introduction to every type of technology thing you could imagine. Programming, engineering, which I know mostly means the same thing nowadays, but programming, engineering, computer networking, soldering, integrated circuits, building computers, all that kind of stuff. I just got an introduction to it, and it was basically a class that said, hey, here's how you do everything. Now you take whatever you're into and you run with it, sir. Clark County in Vegas? No. In Washington. I've been a Washingtonian all my life. That's what we're called, Washingtonians. Not joking. I'm looking for just the right screw yet. There you are. I'm getting screws mixed up. I think GameStop will be slipped by Target and Walmart, especially because Walmart dropped... Yeah. GameStop relies too heavily on the new games. Alright, we got another good Game Boy Color now available for sale. A nice yellow one. So we got a yellow and purple one now available. Will you buy my Nintendo Switch Odyssey game? I have two. It's okay. I'm good. Alright, let's see. You've been practicing Game Gear repairs. Those are very annoying. I hate Game Gear repairs. Alright, let's see what we have next. We have a teal Game Boy Color. Let's see what's wrong with it. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. This guy's not even turning on. Let's try cleaning up the battery terminals before we try again. Well, that's the thing. Muffin Crisis says, once all games go digital, GameStop will only be able to sell novelty items. Well, that's the thing is GameStop is working towards doing retro as well. We'll see how that works out for them. I honestly do not think that retro can work on a large scale, and I especially do not think it can work on a large scale with the kind of corporate structure they have. You know, you have these corporate structure guys coming up with shit that customers do not want, like disc protection and stuff, and making that like a requirement to sell. It's obviously something that nobody wants, and they're just trying to force on people. People just don't like it, man. There we go. We got it. Looks like I need to clean out the buttons. The buttons aren't as responsive as I'd like, but otherwise this thing's good to go. It just needs a new lens. As you can see up here, it's got some pretty deep scratches on the lens. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up, clean out the buttons, and then pop in a new lens, and we're good to go. Medic Guy, thanks for the sub on Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for GameStop. I really don't think that retro stuff can scale. There's no way. Especially like converting like that. I don't know, man. I mean, you guys don't need game protection on your Switch. Yeah, right. Skywinter, thanks for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, but seriously, like for real, I don't. Ugh. The decline of malls definitely has not helped. No. It's depressing, really. I feel like we're all gonna miss malls when they're gone. Look, just to be totally out there, I'm not in any malls, but I think we're really gonna miss them when they're gone, man. Like, I don't know, ordering clothes online sucks ass. Do you ever walk into GameStop to check stuff out? Oh yeah, absolutely. See what's going on. See if there's anything I missed. I don't think GameStop has quality control over retro. No, they don't. I mean, like, okay, hold on. Let me just show you something. Hold on. Let's take a quick. Hold on. Let's take a quick detour, really quick. I'll show you the difference between something. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Alright, here's the difference, folks. This is called a GameCube controller. Have you ever heard of it? Wait, Nightbot, who'd you time out? Who you picking on, Nightbot? Quit picking on Homestar. Homestar's a good guy. Don't pick on him. Alright, guys. So, y'all ever heard of the GameCube controller before? Worth it for $40 in reselling? We sell it for less than $40. Alright, so here we go. We have a GameCube controller. As you can see here, the stick is in pretty disgusting condition. You wouldn't want to buy this, right? So, in this situation at GameStop, what they do, because they're working on such a large scale, and I don't blame them, what they do is put over a cap on top of this stick. Now the cap has to be larger than the tip of the stick, which means that the cap hits the edges. Because it's wider than the stick itself, it hits the edges and rubs on the edges and sticks to the edges of the controller, and it doesn't work quite right. Now, if you have a smaller company like ours, you might have someone who will take the time to properly replace the cap. However, at GameStop, working on such a large scale, they can't possibly do that. You have the same problem in Brit. See, Araz can completely relate to this problem. So what we're going to do is go ahead and open this up and replace the stick. And make it all good so somebody's very happy with it again. Yeah, the OEM GameCube controller is a very particular item that a lot of people are very passionate about for their Smash Bros. Melee skills. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and open this top up. There's that. Go ahead and open this board out. There we go. We can simply pull off that stick, throw that thing in the trash, go ahead and slip on a new one. And see, it really didn't take that much time to do that, so it's kind of a surprise to me that they take the even quicker method than something that already doesn't take that much time, but I can see where mistakes could happen. So let me show you here. I always take the time to clean up the contact points. Well, as long as I've got the thing open, as long as I've got the thing open, I always make sure to clean up the contact points, because that'll make all of your button presses as precise as they possibly can be. There we go. And then try to clean up some of them edges. You get a lot of gamer gunk, as I call it, in the edges. There we go. So now you put this back together. Now here's where some problems might arise, and I understand why they don't have their employees, you know, working in a factory or whatever, essentially. Do this is you need to have these. See these right here? These are the triggers. The triggers here work on a spring, and you see what happens is this little pole slips into that little hole, giggity, and when you press it down, it presses the pole down, and then when you release, a spring launches it back up. However, on this end, there's no spring. So if you were to have it down like that and to put it back together, this would happen. Nothing. It wouldn't be pressing at all. So you got to make sure those are both upwardly aligned and working properly. So I don't know. There's all sorts of reasons. Newer gens don't have springs, really. Really. Oh, you look sad about that. What's the issue? Well, anyway, that's just a little lesson for you. Oh, let's see. I've heard stories of GameStop employees not being properly educated in retro game inspection and end up buying games that are bootleg. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the thing. Spines, they don't have all the equipment to test everything. So, literally, you could go... I mean, I'm not advocating anybody do this, but I'm saying you could take a repro, absolutely, and trade it in. They probably won't notice. Or... take a legitimate game. Say you got a copy of Super Mario Land that they buy. Go ahead and put nothing in it. Or put a broken game in it. You know, take it apart, put a broken game in it. They won't know because they don't have the equipment to test it there. That's a huge problem. That's a huge oversight for them. When I say huge, I'm definitely exaggerating because the amount of malicious people out there is pretty negligible compared to the amount of people who are just simply bringing things into the store to sell like a normal human being who's not a dickhead. But, you know, it's still going to be a huge problem for them because they're going to be buying all this junk that's just worthless. Hey, Flashbang, I'm not working on value again. I was just showing people the value of the GameCube OEM controller. Do you sell Steelbook games? Of course we do. We sell everything. Hey, Flashbang. I like you. Thanks for buying things from my store. They just care if it powers up and the controller somewhat works. Well, that's the thing, is like, they can't even test it on these older things. You could just give them something that never turns on. You can give them an empty box that says Nintendo on it. They might not know the difference. You never know, man. I mean, I remember bringing in some stuff in there before, and they were like, whoa, when's the last time you saw this, bro? And I'm like, well, as cute as it is and as exciting as it is to see you excited by this old stuff, you should probably not be surprised by this old stuff. So, as somebody put in charge of purchasing it. Anyway, where was I? So we have the teal Game Boy Color here, and it looks like, from my estimation, all we need to do is clean up the button inputs on this Game Boy and also replace the lens. Hey Hippo, we're fixing a Game Boy Color right now. Do you sell sewing machines? We have sold the Game Boy sewing machine before, yes. See, like, what would happen if GameStop got a Game Boy sewing machine brought into the store? Do you test every controller in game? Of course. Duh. Yeah, that's the point of our store. Like, if we didn't do that, why would we even exist? That's exactly what you come here for. Otherwise, we're just like a janky-ass Craigslist. The fuck is a sewing machine? It's a machine that you use to sew. GameStop would throw the sewing machine in the dumpster? Maybe. They might. You never know. Look, I'm not here to shit on GameStop all day, honestly. Like, I wish them success, honestly. Why are you still working? Why are you giving me shit? Oh, it's 1 a.m.? I didn't notice the time. Look at that. I don't know. I'm just hanging out, Kelsey. Why are you working? You sell any original Famicoms? We have before, but we are sold out at the moment. Maybe after PAX I'll get around to testing some of the ones I have in the back. But for now, I'm checking out this Game Boy Color. Everyone wants you to shit on GameStop. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I hope they do good, man. Like, you know, if there was a retro game store in every town, I would encourage you to support them over your local GameStop. But, I mean, like, that's really not the case in most places. So, you know, if you guys just get robbed of your local game store, whether that's GameStop or whatever, that sucks. That really, really sucks, man. I don't mean to be some kind of weird hippie about it, but, like, I don't know. I don't think online is not the most fun or interesting way to experience new games. I don't know. It sucks. I hope that doesn't happen. Are your Q-tips cardboard or plastic? They're cardboard. Cortari says, Hey, Cortari, I like you. What's up? No, really, I have never heard of this. All the women in my wife's family do major quilting. Shut up. Wait, what? What are you saying? The Game Boy sewing machine is like a very weird thing that only came out in Japan. It was basically, the idea was that, like, okay, so nowadays sewing machines have computers on them because, you know, computers are dirt cheap. You can get a Raspberry Pi for like $20 or something, right? So back in the day, computers were very expensive. So the sewing machine would use the Game Boy as a computer, and it just had a cartridge that was a program for all of the, like, patterns or whatever you would do. It was pretty cool. Smart idea. Otherwise, if you didn't if you didn't have the program, it was just a normal ass sewing machine. Kelsey, all right, guys. Can we ban Kelsey? Are we able to ban Kelsey? She's picking on me too much. Does Windex work better than rubbing alcohol for cleaning electrical components? That's a good question, Mr. Prawn. I find that it does. However, if you're working on more sensitive items, I would use alcohol. Alcohol dries a lot faster. Thank you, I learned. Alcohol dries a lot faster, and but Windex cleans a lot better. But make sure to dry it. You know, you don't want to leave that residue all over the place. So it's kind of a tight balance. I feel like if you were running a shotgun seminar, you don't know who's going to read your words, you don't know how they're going to interpret them, and you just want the best for the world, I would say always use isopropyl alcohol. But if you had confidence in any of the people you were speaking to, you respected them at all and their brains, I would say Windex works perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, it works better for cleaning. Just make sure to dry it, okay? So if you can believe in yourself and dry that shit off, you're going to be all right. Do you sell empty cases and boxes? Not in the store, no. Just occasionally at conventions. Conventions we usually use as kind of like a let's get rid of everything situation. That's when we'll get rid of them. I was thinking, wait, what? Random question. One of the controller pins on my Genesis is bent! Does that mean it will not work? Controller pins? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but only one way to find out, Pay Monster. Pop that bitch in and give it a shot. Whoa, that's weird. Good night, Kelsey. You have a good night. Please, don't bother me or my friends ever again. Everyone here was trying to have a girl-free night, and then you come up and drop your Tokidoki stickers all over the place and your My Little Pony stuff. Please. Let us just be guys. Am I right, guys? I'm gonna light up a cigar. Am I right, guys? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Stop. Yeah, this is boys' night. Am I right, boys? We're gonna crack open a brewski. You guys want to watch some football? Ever had a job working for others, like 9 to 5? I mean, I pretty much do now, but also, yes, my entire life. Leading up into this job, yes. Uh-oh, our music stopped. Had too many brewskis tonight. Well, I don't think so. Alright, I'm going to just, really quick, I'm going to go to ilearn.com. It's one of my favorite websites. Oops, fuck. There it is. There we go. It's a good soundtrack. Look, I like the couch because every once in a while, every once in a while, guys who are married, you guys might be able to relate to this, but it's every once in a while it's nice to sleep on the couch because then you don't have someone who's like too warm cuddling on you. You know? It gets too hot when someone's grabbing you the whole time. Plus, you get to watch TV. I like watching TV when I go to sleep. Kelsey doesn't. So I like to fall asleep watching TV. But there's no TV in the bedroom. Right? Blaze gets it. Blaze 111 says, yeah, TV's nice, yeah. See, Math 8 gets it. See? Everyone's relating to this shit. Anyway, let's test this sucker out, see if we fixed it. And we'll also see if we have any battery covers. How am I your hero? I didn't do anything. No TV in the bedroom. No, there's none. Dr. Phil told me that I'm just kidding, I don't watch Dr. Phil, but if you have a TV in the bedroom, you have less sex. And right now I'm a virgin, so I don't need any extra help with that shit. I don't need to be a double virgin. Alright, this seems to be working very well. We're just gonna have to replace the screen. However, we're gonna need a screen and we're gonna need a battery cover. So be right back. I'll be right back with both of those. Here we go. Is that a new follower? Aw, shit. The new love of my life is named CC123. Thanks for the follow. Also, Composite. Thanks for the follow. And Lagaromil. Thanks for the follow. And Donlos. Thank you for the follow. Wow, lots of new people. And number one lumberjack. Wow, what an honor. This is the ultimate man stream lumberjack. So you're in the right place. Here we go. All right, so we got a new battery cover on. We're just hold on. Let's change the song. Let's put on PlayStation Wave. I like this. Oh no, restart. Dabs till dawn. I love you too. You deserve another beer. I think so too, Eric. Eric, dude, what are you doing up so late? Don't you have an interview tomorrow, guys? Wife is asleep, but she's mad at me for killing the... Wait, what? For killing the flowers off in the garden? With the riding lawnmower? Yeah, why'd you do that, man? I mean, was it an accident? I mean... That sounds like an incredible thing to do on an accident. Calsket, thanks for the follow. Maybe I could understand if it's like a new riding lawnmower. Because I got a new car recently, and holy shit, like the dimensions on this car are very hard to figure out. You had 4 shots of Jameson while mowing. Okay, never mind. Forget about the dimensions excuse. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. Saying, oh, maybe he was new to the lawnmower. Maybe he just didn't quite tell what his range was. Instead, no. 4 shots of Jameson. 0 to... It's 55 horsepower. Very nice. The car's 4th dimension is... Wait, what? No. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to understand how wide... Like, my car is very... it's like a boat. It's like a boat. It's very wide. It's very long. It's kind of hard to imagine all the dimensions. It's hard to get used to them. You know, I used to drive a little what was it called? A Ford. Fuck, what was it? I forget what my first car was, honestly. Ford something. I don't know. It's just a tiny little fuck. It was basically a Honda. I had too much to drink. The main Honda that everybody has. Not Focus, not Pinto, not Fiesta. What's the main Honda that everybody has? Civic, thank you. It was basically the Ford version of a Civic. Not a Probe, no. But anyway. Escort, thank you. Yeah, it was a Ford Escort. That's it. Those are the words. But yeah, I had this little Ford Escort, and like it was so small, and it could like go so like not fast, but you know it could accelerate quickly and turn sharply, and it was so small, like you really felt in control of the whole thing. It wasn't a great car, that's for sure, but it was basically. I'm glad so many people had opinions on it. But now my new one, I'm just, it's so wide and long, it's like, it's hard to control. Kill my wife. Hey, number one lumberjack, it sounds like you need to stop drinking and driving. I think about why people buy different cars when I'm high. Oh. Okay. Do you have any explanation? Smokers are great. Alright, so we're going to pop on a new lens on this bad boy. Fixed or repaired daily. Very good, Eric Cartman. I'll tell you this, man. Dude, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing as shit. That's a good question, Raz. This is embarrassing as shit, but honestly, like, I don't know who to blame for this. I guess my dad. But nobody told me the concept of changing your oil. So I got this Ford Escort. I bought it. It was kind of a gift. It was my dad had a hookup so I could get the car very cheaply. I still had to buy it, but it was kind of a gift in that I didn't have to do all the negotiations and look the whole thing over, and I got it for a pretty darn low price. And nobody told me the concept of changing your oil, maintaining tire pressure, rotating tires, these kind of things. Nobody told me about any of these things. So I never changed the oil ever, and I spun a bearing in the engine, which apparently happens when you don't change the oil ever. So yeah, there we go. I now know that you need to change your oil, and I now know how to change your oil. However, I now have a vehicle where I do not know how to change the oil anymore. And as a matter of fact, I do need to pay someone an exorbitant amount to change the oil. So it's very frustrating. The fucked up part is my dad is a car guy, so that's the most messed up part of the whole thing. It's like, thanks a lot, dude. Alright. Audis do not use oil. Well, occasionally they do. You gotta still pay for the oil change every once in a while. You think Jiffy Lube is on it? I freaking know. Just watch a YouTube video? Yeah, good point. King Kong left nut. Get a Tesla. What? Tesla still use oil? Shut up. Zarp Shay, thanks for the follow, and Last Mitch Ligon, thanks for the follow, and Kalsket, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to the new people out there. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to grab more Game Boy Colors. So far, we fixed every single Game Boy Color that has crossed our paths. It's really pathetic that the Game Boy Colors even bothered to challenge us. However, wait, broke, no sound, start doesn't work. Won't turn on. These ones have no notes. Let's find out what happens. Nothing is easy to fix or replace on German cars. That's what I've heard. That's okay. Honestly, the reason that I kind of overlooked the situation where I love the kiwi color. Isn't that nice, Cynic? Anyway, so the reason I kind of overlooked the repair costs is because I realized that I am honestly not going to be the one to fix it either way. So, fuck it. It's not like I'm going to have this like imaginary DIY situation where I'm going to be fixing the car. I'm just going to get one that I like, and someone else is going to deal with it. Wait, what? Number one lumberjack? Let's see here. Do you think CRTs or PVM TVs will ever return? No, no way. Life is built to be disposable now. Don't go to the dealer. They will rip you off on repairs. Really? Really? Will they? New cars are meant to be leased or disposed of? I looked up reviews on my car and it seemed like it got pretty good ones. I'm a bit surprised, honestly. Fixing a car is very similar to what you do now. Track down the problem and address it. Well, it's just a whole nother... It's a whole nother thing. I'd honestly love to learn it, but I think I'm too old now. I'm just going to go die instead. RoboIn, thanks for the follow, and also Trill High, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome, gang. Any car past the 70s is meant to be trash? That sounds extreme. For some reason, I don't believe you. It's called the Streelership. Wait, what? You get 3 times the real price from dealers. My dad works there. My dad works at a dealership. This guy's... Yo, my dad works at a dealership. Hey, what's up, Robin? What's up? Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. How are you today? I'm doing fantastic. I'm fixing this Kiwi Game Boy Color. Go ahead and pop this motherfucker in. I didn't even test it yet. I just assumed it had major issues. Okay, it's not reading the game. Let's go ahead and try cleaning the game. As we know, the game already works. Stop banging equipment. No. This shit isn't like nuclear fuel, dude. It's just like plastic. It's fine. Alright, there we go. It works now. We got no sound on this one. This one's gonna need a new speaker, unfortunately. Which really sucks because I'm all out. What's your favorite consoles or PC? I like the Nintendo Switch for its indie game lineup. I don't really like the PC because it requires too much maintenance. The yellow one reminds me of the Tommy Hilfiger one. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. How old am I? I am 30. Dude, I am over the hill. Officially 30. Hopefully some of you guys out there can relate. Essentially, 1 foot in the grave right now. You thought I was 2W5. Well, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, I look a little bit younger, but don't worry, that'll catch up to me soon, I'm sure. Midlife crisis? I guess I did buy a nice car, so I might be in the middle of a midlife crisis. I'll probably die before 60, though, so that makes sense. Alright, let's see here. You just turned 20 and you feel 50. I know that feeling. Well, not actually at 20 I don't, but let's see here. No sound. Okay. This guy now has a note. Let's get him out of our way. Let's try out the yellow one. Age is just a number, wow. What I've done to my body is not a number. WD... Wait, what? Oh, God. Oh! Wait, say that again? Ooh, this guy also needs a new speaker. It appears to work, but it has the quietest speaker of all time. I think I know, I think this is just a suspicion. Not 100% sure. But I think I can fix this just by cleaning out the potentiometer. So let's find out if that works. If it doesn't, I'm just going to waste a bunch of time. But you know what? That's life. Hi, Sweden. We have something called 5 to 56. Works like WD-40. Smells much better. I like the smell of WD-40 a little bit. As weird as that might sound. Am I... Oh, no! I lost the speaker. Am I a boomer, Homestar? Sorry you got banned from Nightbot earlier. That was rude of Nightbot. Kicking you up for putting out symbols. What a dick. Where's that fucking screw? There it is. Got it. I don't think I qualify as a boomer, but... I'm a bloomer. What the fuck? It's hard to keep up with all these terms, man. The problem with me is that I only work in the store and I don't do anything. I'm a millennial. I refuse to accept that. I will do whatever it takes to not be a millennial. I've heard those guys are bad news. See you later, Great Owls. Yeah, everything is kind of buzzwords now, but that's cool. I'm into buzzwords. Honestly, what's it called? There's a great... How do you keep the store dust free? By using a duster? Too bad I'm stuck with you. No, I like you, 44 Boris. Dude, seriously, I don't mean to sound like a huge fucking weirdo or anything, but I like you guys a lot. No weirdo or anything. Please respond. I just sent you my emotions. No, I really like streaming a lot. I'm honestly like, I'm getting to a weird point with video games where I'm not like I'm finding it hard to get like something out of video games in a lot of situations. So I like talking about them. I like playing them and then talking with friends about them, like you guys. But I don't like I don't get a lot out of games in general lately. Maybe I've just had a dry spell of shitty games. Maybe what's it called? Death Stranding will fix that. But lately it's just been like game after game after game has just been like I'm getting nothing out of this shit. It's making me bummed out about games in general. So yeah. So I honestly I have more fun like chatting with y'all and fixing video games, just doing work, just like, hey, how was y'all's day? How's what I'm up to? Hopefully you find some of this shit interesting. I get more out of that than video games nowadays. You mean peace standing? That's a good name for it. I haven't heard that. I totally feel it though. You've only been enjoying Melee. Yeah, you find like one game that like you really get into. Like for your Melee is my Enter the Gungeon. And even that I've played enough. Hey, Joni. Borderlands 3, that will be cool. Yeah, Lizard Brain, I think that'll be cool. Sell the store, retire early. No, you know, this is like kind of what I enjoy in life, is working, you know? It feels very weird, like, I don't mean to be too depressing or anything to anybody, but like, you eventually get to a point in your life where you feel like you could do whatever you want, but then you're not sure what you want to do anymore. So, like right now, for example, like I think a really enjoyable thing would be to like go take a vacation to Vegas, which I could definitely go do, but then I feel like if I actually did that, I would just be thinking about working in the store again. Like when I went to EDC this year, I was just thinking of, oh wow, I wish I could be in the store like working on this or that and like catching up on things. It's not a good I need to fix my head, I think. Cody's talking about his feelings again. I'm sorry. Heavy ground junior. I think next year we're gonna hit a new gaming like peak. We're gonna hit like some awesome games once again. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, where were we on this? Oh yeah, so we were fixing the potentiometer. Bringing in workaholics pretty common nowadays. I believe it. I don't know. I don't see it from people in my groups. You enjoy sleeping too much? Dude, I wish I could sleep more, but I have this terrible bird. I love him. He's a good boy. But I have this bird that just screams. Hire people you highly trust, take longer breaks. I have been doing that, actually. Are we invited to the wedding? Yeah, all of you guys are. Yeah. Well, some of you guys are. You know who you are because you already got invites. But what's it called? Kelsey won't let me stream the wedding. I really wish I could, honestly. It's not like it would be a situation where I'm just walking around with the camera like, yo, what's up? Yo, thanks for the sub. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be doing that, but I feel like it would be cool to put it on in the background and we would just forget about it. I think it would be really cool, honestly. But I understand wanting to keep it also kind of private, you know? It is a special occasion. You didn't get your invite, Dakin? Well, hit up Kelsey. She's in charge of all that stuff. You actually wish you could stream the wedding? Well, kind of, Kelsey, honestly. Like, I just put a camera up in the corner. I don't want to, like, interact with it. I just wanted to, like, you know, put it out there. Shit, I didn't know Kelsey was listening. Guys, be cool. Kelsey's here. Hey, what's up, Kels? We were just talking about how cool the Game Boy is. So here I got a Game Boy Color, Kelsey. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. It's a pretty cool little system. It's kind of like the Wonder Swan, but it came out in America. This one's yellow. Yeah, just beers with the boys, Kelsey. You wouldn't understand. Don't worry about it. Alright, the speak. Jay Street is sleeping live. Whoa! PBR site. Thanks for the sub with subbing. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Very nice of you. Yeah, we were talking about football and big trucks. Exactly. Robin gets it. Why is Jay Streezy sleeping on stream? What the fuck? Why would you do that? Will the stores be closed on the wedding day? I adamantly want them not to be closed, but Kelsey kind of wants them to be closed, so it'll depend on who has more energy to argue that situation and who has a better solution. Do you want pizza? I think I do, Kelsey. I think I do want pizza. You want to cook a pizza and leave it open for me? Leave it out on the table for me? Pepperoni. Bone. Bro, you do not understand my family. I would stay out of this. It is pepperoni. Not pepperoni, sorry. Pineapple. All day long. Alright. You want our employees there? What about the new ones? I like the new ones, but you know, so don't. Bro, pineapple's fucking awesome. You're crazy. You're crazy, dude. Pineapple's some of the best shit I've ever tasted. Okay, guys, I need to call it a night, but don't worry, we're not ending the stream. We're gonna go walk around the U District a little bit because I feel like I have had enough beers to go see what's going on outside. We just need to clean up a little bit first. You know, the last couple nights when I ended the stream, something amazing happened just outside. And I'll tell you something that happened amazing outside today before I started the stream. So, today before I started the stream, I hear a big crash, and Kelsey said, "You know what, Codester? You know what, Big Daddy Codester?" That's what she calls me in private, by the way. She said, "Big Daddy Codester, I've been hearing a lot of loud noises outside, and I don't know what's going on." Whoa, Wacky Saki, thanks for the sub. Holy snaps, thanks for the sub, bro. So anyway, Kelsey says, "Big Daddy Codester, I've been hearing so many loud noises outside today. I don't even know what's going on. It's scary, Big Daddy Codester." And I say, don't worry, Kelster. Don't say Jesus Christ, Kelsey. And I walk outside. To go get my food. And what do I see but a guy who seemed to have spilled about 10 boba teas. Like, he had I'll show you guys when we get out there. He had like a box of boba teas. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, they're kind of like smoothies, but they have like these balls in them, kind of like these fruit balls in them. And he spilled about 10 of them on the floor. He dropped an entire box full of 10 of them everywhere. Right outside of our front door. So that was the loud sound, Kelsey, in case you were curious. What the fuck? Quit banning Grumpelstiltskin. I like that guy. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna put the stuff away and then we'll go outside. $50 to $75 on the ground? Really? Oh, I guess you're right. 10 times, $5 to $7, yeah. I'm in the wrong business. I gotta get in the boba tea business, because you can make that shit real quick. How long did it take me to fix a Game Boy? I mean, it took me forever. That's the problem. Here in the University District in Seattle, like, all there is food, dude. I'll take you guys on a small tour of the fucking, the block. But it's just nothing but food and us. It's ridiculous. It sucks. Honestly, when I first came here, it was awesome. And it just got shittier and shittier, and it's just food now. And then the food has been just, like, even condensed down to one type of food. Now it's just, like, Asian food. Before it was all sorts of different foods, and now it's just one type of food. It sucks. The options have gotten so weak. There was a really cool Mexican restaurant that closed. There's actually 2 of them, but one of them is kind of weird, kind of sketchy, and the other one is it closed. So it sucks, man. Gyro place would be heavenly. Yeah, dude, the Euro place next door is awesome. They're great, especially because they're open 24 hours. The guys there are really nice, too. I used to go to those places, this next door Euro place, all the time, but then I got really sick off of their food one time, so I kind of stopped going there. You miss Taqueria. Hasn't been there since like 2013. Aw. I don't remember a Taqueria place. I'm not sure what that is. Honestly, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong too. It's probably very clear. I'm not sure what it is. Oh my god, this place is really messy. I didn't realize how messy this whole place was. Who's here tomorrow? Is it Kelsey? That would be nice. Oh, thank God Kelsey works here tomorrow. Okay. I can leave a mess. Up this stuff, all my tools. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't wait. Our plushies, I think they're gonna arrive here Monday. Wait, what? You got me pizza, beer, and watermelon? That's nice of you. Thanks, Gals. I'm picking up. It's just taking a little while. I wonder if we have any weirdos outside. Some of you guys might recall that we caught a fight going on outside just the other night. That was kind of interesting. Here we go! Thanks for the follow! Oh wait! Oh shit, that's a big old raid! Hold up! No. Welcome to the family. Raiders from A. I'm doing my best A. What's up, guys? So nice to see you. My name is Cody. I own a retro video game store in Seattle called Pink Gorilla Games. Welcome. We have all sorts of video games from all sorts of eras. Right now, I was just kind of picking up everything. Here we are. I was just taking care of this table. Welcome. We were going to take a trip outside to see what's going on at this late hour of the evening. You know, it's Saturday, and it's, what time is it? It's 1:40. You know, that's peak crazy people time. So maybe we'll catch some wild stuff outside. Follow me, my lovelies. I just got to pick up the store a little bit, and then we can be on our way. Yo, hey Trey, Angelica, are you coming to PAX? Are you coming to PAX, my friend? I know you were you did last year, didn't you? Jaffo, thanks for gifting out a sub. That's so nice of you. Whew. Let's see here. No PAX this year. Too bad. No, we're gonna go to Murder Alley Alpha Fest. We'll look around today. Okay, guys. Yesterday in Murder Alley, I was working on my box project. Some of you guys might know about my box project. If you don't, I'll show it off in just a moment. But basically, it's a mild construction / art project I've been doing for a little while, and a guy stole my scissors. I disappeared for 2 seconds, and this guy stole my scissors. Seriously, I walked into the store to grab another item. I come out, and I got my box covered in fresh paint, and he set some kind of weird, like, hobo contraption on top of my box. And I'm like, hey man, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, oh, I don't know. I'm like, get out of here. Like, this is fresh paint. He goes, oh, that's fresh paint. I didn't even know. I'll see you later. He just takes off. Next thing I know, I look around. Scissors are gone. Disappear for 2 seconds, and the guy takes my scissors. You believe the guy? Next thing you know, I'm going to end up being arrested because my fingerprints are all over those scissors, and he murdered like 100 people with them. Maybe he was rescuing my scissors from the... What? Kate bots. No. This stool is invincible. Don't worry about it, Kate bots. That's messed up. No, it's not that bad, Kelsey. It happens. You gonna get stabbed with those scissors? Yeah, that would be pretty funny. I had one guy, I came out, and he's like looking at me like really weird. When I came out into the back alley with all my tools and stuff, he's just standing there, and he goes, hey man, don't trust anybody. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, don't trust anybody, man. I could have stolen all this stuff. I'm like, okay. See you later. I guess thanks for not stealing my stuff? Like, I was gone for like 1 minute, bro. I was taking a piss. Like, you were thinking about stealing my stuff? Like, okay, I assume a lot of you people, fine people watching Twitch right now, are probably normal people. Have you ever walked by someone's stuff that was out and about and waited for them to come back and say, hey man, I could have stole this? Like, are you guys even thinking about stealing that kind of stuff? I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking about stealing things from people, so I'm not thinking about giving advice on not getting shit stolen. Like, what the hell is going on? Yes, says Snake Loan. Well, Snake Loan, I am very suspicious of you.